Did not need to know that.
Hold on.
Probably got shorts on, man.
Yeah, I got boxers on.
Whoa, hey, now.
Whoa.
What?
Keep
a little more information than we really need to know.
Man, come on. At least I'm wearing something.
This is true. This is true.
Well, this is better than snob. It's true. So, all right. Welcome all, Hit or Miss. I am your host, Night Strike, and we have definitely got an active panel this evening. Who do we have tonight? We've got AWAG. Say hello, AWAG.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good. So, yeah, how are you doing, Wolfgang?
I'm doing okay. I have lots and lots of plans to do. I'm currently trying to fix my car, so if anybody wants to buy a Finn Capture Russian Dragoon with no import marks, hit me up.
All right.
How much?
For you guys, I'm asking,
GunTube
600.
discount. Oh.
600. It is quite a bit for a Mosin, but it has no import marks, and it's a Russian Dragoon that's Finnish capture. So
now, all I have to ask is matching serial numbers.
Yes, indeed.
Okay,
counterboard.
Nope. Original rifling.
That might be worth it then. That might be worth it because
AWAG, what do these normally sell for? Like if you're going to go buy one on Gunbroker, are they $800 or what?
I haven't found one on Gunbroker. That's the thing.
Okay.
And this one is, I found the Russian Dragoons on there, and they're asking for like $500, but all the Finnish ones that I've seen are all like they're counterboard, and they're, the stocks have been replaced. This is all original stock. This has, I think, around 70% bluing left. It's got a few dings here and there, and it has absolutely no import marks at all. So like it's a like true Russian Finn Capture Dragoon.
We're gonna need some gun porn pictures of it later. So thanks.
Okay, that'll be on Never Enough Ammo's Discord chat later.
Okay. All right. Kingpin, what's going on, David?
Shut up, infringed. Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. Good to see you.
No problem. All right, and he's back after a move, and sleeping through all the site chats we've done. What's going on, Rick?
Hey, how's it going? Good to be here. Wide awake tonight, ready to go.
Rick, I hate to tell you this, but we're going to talk about sites tonight.
Yeah, I kind of figured you would. Anyway.
I'm messing with you, Rick. I wouldn't do that to you. But, welcome back, Rick. It's good to have you. All right. Next up, we got Stacy. What's going on, Stacy? Stacy, there?
Walked away.
She walked away.
Possibility.
She walked away on us. Well, I don't know. I'd walk away on you too. Yeah.
I'm here. I had to readjust my mic cord.
She's alive.
It's all good.
How's it going?
I'm doing good. Trying to stay away from my husband. The usual.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do when you live with him.
I can kick him out to his office, but not let him back in the house.
Did you hear his response? What?
Just go send him off to Sportsman's Warehouse or whatever, his home away from home, right?
Sports World, Tulsa.
Tulsa Sports World? Is that what you said?
Is that what he said?
Sportsman's Guide?
I'm about to go find the airsoft gun.
Oh, God.
Oh, not the airsoft gun. I sold all mine.
Dude, those sting, man.
No, get the bug assault gun and shoot him with it.
Especially when he's porky pigging.
Ooh, that would hurt.
Oof.
That would hurt.
Oof. Well, you can do that when you have an acreage, so yeah.
Yeah, it's true. All right. Travis, what's going on, bro?
Well, I think I've missed out on the last couple weeks, or maybe last week. I do apologize. I've been really busy. I'm doing great, man. Doing good. Just check out my channel, Travis B11 over there on YouTube. And I'm all over the place, man. Make sure you guys support GunTube.org, and we'll be talking about GunTube a little bit here.
A little bit later.
I just want to say one thing to all the viewers out there: just be patient with those of us that are content creators in terms of the podcast that we do, because we're all trying to find our little niche for bringing live stuff to you all. So some of us might be doing, certain apps that reduce the number of guests that we can have on the show and things like that. But it'll get better as we all kind of figure things out. And, don't be surprised if you see a lot of your favorite YouTubers not doing podcasts because of the inconvenience of Hangouts going away. So just be patient with us and things will get better.
Hopefully.
Yeah, man.
All right. So first up, we're going to have to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I would secede if they tried to do that where I live. And there would be pitchforks and torches in my state if they tried to impose a 30-day waiting period in my state. There would be everyone in South Carolina that loves guns, including the manufacturers, would be up in arms. And I mean that quite literally. Because remember the last time they told South Carolina they couldn't have something?
What happened?
Well,
revolution.
There was this war that started in the Charleston Harbor. You might have heard of it. The forerunners were Abraham Lincoln and Jefferson Davis.
Are you sure you really want to go to what we kept South Carolina from having back then? Because
you only get one side of the story, and they only tell one side of the story. But
that's a pretty bad side of the story.
It is. But again, they told them they couldn't have it, and
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I don't think you should have slaves. I'm gonna tell everybody you can't have slaves. If any of you out there think that you can't have slaves, I'm telling you can't have slaves.
Hey, the winner is getting
a bad thing. No slaves.
Nebraska was a free state. I just want to get that out there.
Yeah, but the issue is, again, next they were going to try and take the guns away from the South Carolinians, and that don't work. No. No. But in the state of New York, it feels like the people of New York just can't stand up against their government and say no. They're like the Amish. Whenever a new bad anti-gun law gets into place, they just turn the other cheek and take it. Because apparently they're getting a 30-day waiting period.
But my 7D chest.
Your 3 days has now become 30. Congratulations, New York.
But my Donald Trump 7D upside down underwater chest.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, you didn't really hear him speaking out about it, did you? Man. So aren't there some other things that are going to be attached to it, though? It's more than just a 30-day waiting period. Then there's something where it used to be before, if they didn't do it in time, you got automatically approved, but now that ain't going to happen.
I don't know what's going on with it, but the way New York is, what's probably going to happen is they're probably going to make this 30-day waiting period, and then they're going to use bureaucracy to make sure that your 4473 expires after those 30 days, so that essentially you don't ever get your firearm.
But wouldn't there be a way to usurp that? Because your 4473, if you don't get approved in a certain amount of days, you can basically just pick up the gun, no questions asked.
Yeah, they took that away.
What? Man.
Yeah, for New York, New
York doesn't have that.
New York's now 30.
New York doesn't have that.
And supposedly, and the quote is from a Democratic representative from Queens, stronger background checks will help keep guns away from dangerous people. Well, they're already bragging about how they've stopped so many sales potentially, from having background checks. So what's the extra 27 days really going to offer? I mean, how much more is there to scan? If I can get instantly approved in Nebraska to buy a gun, or get approved within like 5 minutes, what more is there to look into aside from maybe pushing stuff off in the local level and letting the local PDs look into your record,
checking out your Facebook page and everything else?
Yeah, see, that's the stuff that scares me right there. They give you a chance. There you go, Rick. I never thought about that, man.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, then they start looking at your Instagram. You may, who knows? Who knows? Maybe I wonder if they're changing the language on the forms. So you got to put your social media information down, and if you lie about it, you'd be committing, I don't know, perjury or whatnot. But you'd be lying, so that could be grounds for not getting your gun if you don't give them your social media information.
Yeah, it's just
Oof, man, that's just ugly.
It is ugly.
And you know the sad thing about this is this isn't just this is the whole state, right? This isn't just New York City, is it?
Yeah, this is the whole state.
Yeah, and I'm sure that
it's the whole state, because whenever something bad happens with a firearm, all the anti-gun states always push through legislation to go and try and take guns away. When it comes to actually doing the jobs that they were elected to do, they drag their ass on everything, and I mean everything else out. They drag it out so much. It's like trying to pull teeth, literally, old school way. With just the tongs, trying to pull teeth out. But when it comes to guns, they're anti-gun. So it's like, we got to rush this through. We got to get this through real fast.
Save the children.
But save the children, my feels. Well, when it comes to fixing the roads, when it comes to improving quality of life. Oh, let's take our time and talk this out and have a discussion and have committees left and right, but never do a damn thing.
Yeah, I'd like to see more of a push from the gun community to petition these companies to leave New York State or to leave New Jersey. Sorry, AWAG, or to get out of any of those states that have all the heavy restrictions. I'm surprised. Like I see Kimber's located in New York. Henry's
in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm sure a lot of those places have left the East Coast and they've gone down to the South, or because of the better tax laws and better labor promises or whatnot. But, yeah, I think people need to contact their local gun company and say, hey, you guys need to get out of there. Hell, Magpul did it. They up and left Colorado. They moved to Texas and Wyoming, and they're a huge company. They are huge. Don't tell me they didn't have, that didn't cost them some money to go have to build new headquarters and new manufacturing and move everybody and their families and stuff and buy out the people that didn't want to go,
So it's a mess.
Beretta left Maryland.
Where did they end up going to? Where did they?
Tennessee. They're in Tennessee now.
Because my 92 FS is stamped Maryland on it. Okay.
Tennessee.
Tennessee was like what 2015, 16 Night Strike, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. We covered it on Hit or Miss. So
yeah. Yeah, a lot of companies have gone to like Arkansas, Tennessee, Carolinas. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I got some humor for you guys. Okay.
What you got?
So apparently tonight there was a fundraising event in Florida. Okay.
Okay.
It was tonight, 5:30 to 7:30. It was a fundraising event for the re-election of Scott Israel.
Did anybody show up for it?
I don't know if anybody showed up for it, but he got removed from being sheriff, and now he's running to get elected again.
He's the guy that's responsible for all those kids getting killed, right?
Exactly, because
that's what I thought. Yeah.
He let those officers not, or those deputies not go in.
Here's where I can support the boycott and divest Israel movement. If it's Scott Israel we're talking about.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's boycott Scott Israel, but not Israel the country, because they're cool.
Are they cool. I'm joking.
No,
they got Galils and FALs. I can't complain.
They're better than some of the other people.
Yeah, but you got to remember, the governor removed him.
The governor removed him, and that county, Broward County, how do you pronounce it?
Yeah,
is a lefty county. He could get voted back in. Well, he could. And the governor could remove him again. You see how that works? Yeah. And the other thing, back to the 30-day wait period, that was a political move. Right. Because that bill has been sitting on his desk since March to sign. What's happening today and tomorrow? The debates. Isn't he on the panel? Isn't he running for president, the governor of New York?
he's going to use it as a talking point.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, God, Cuomo is the guy. Yeah, you're talking about Big Bird, Bloomberg. What's his name? Night Strike. Not Bloomberg.
No, Cuomo is the governor of New York.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not the one running. That other idiot is.
Oh, yeah, the mayor of New York's running.
Yeah, that's the guy. Not Cuomo.
Yeah, my mistake. I apologize.
Yeah, I don't even want to say their name on hit or miss. I don't want a dirty hit or miss with dirty corrupt Democrat politicians.
Well, we don't like to use the names of mass shooters when we do our podcast, so I don't think we should do it for these people. They're massively trying to take away our gun rights either. So yeah.
No, but I had to mention Scott Israel because I thought that was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious that he's running for election again.
Yeah.
And if they vote him in, that's great. But the governor can go back in and say, "Yeah, no, sorry, you're back out." The governor can do that. It's well within his power. And they'll just have to put somebody else in charge. They can do that.
Yeah, talking about that, do you see that there is a ballot initiative in Florida now to have all assault weapons banned?
Yeah, they're trying to push that through too.
Good luck.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Florida's turning purple.
Yeah, they've had some. No, not, and again, it's like a lot of things. It's some of the larger cities that swing that way, and it's not the other 75% of the state that agrees. That's just like what you hear about what California was like 20 years ago versus now. In terms of guns and gun rights and their gun community and stuff like that. It's changed, unfortunately, in some of the bigger cities that have all the voting power.
I would still rather live in Florida than New York.
Oh yeah, I agree completely. I agree 100%.
A lot of New Yorkers agree with you, and that's why New York turned purple.
That's why all the people in Florida are from New York and New Jersey, right?
Yeah,
right.
Every time I go down there, everybody's from the East Coast. Well, obviously, but I mean like up north, Yeah.
All right. So,
fun fact of the hour: trebuchets do not require background checks.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, I'll be damned. I mean, it's not exactly a firearm, though. It's just like a giant slingshot when you really think about it.
What is the old Latin saying when catapults are outlawed? Only outlaws will have catapults.
Yep.
It's true. It's true. The Romans said it. So.
It's kind of hard to conceal a catapult, though. I mean, it's kind of hard to do a surprise attack when you got something the size of like a small house dug through the country.
Well, I've got a pretty big pair of pants. I'm sure I can handle it.
Whoa, hey, now.
Also, if you have a trebuchet the size of a small house, you could lob some pretty hefty rocks, like almost a mile sometimes.
So you have to do background checks on the rocks then, or what?
I don't know. I mean,
I'm curious. Yeah.
You might need a background check while it's flying through the
air. Yeah, there you go.
Right. All right. So, anything else interesting happened?
Hey, I just jumped in. Thanks for the invite. Was watching.
All right.
Seen you send it to me.
There is something else interesting that has happened. I don't necessarily want to go over the guy who did it, but have you heard the type of AK that guy used in California?
Oh my God!
Apparently,
wait, what happened in California?
It was an SKS variant of an AK-47.
What? Why are people so?
Okay, so anyway, what happened was there was a shooting at a food festival, a garlic festival in California, and the guy that did the killing bought the gun in Nevada and then cut through the fence and opened fire on people at the food event in New York and killed 3 people, 2 kids, and I think an older lady maybe or something, an older guy.
Dude, and, at a food event, like, come on, people are just trying to enjoy food.
He was killed by he was killed by, I think, an undercover or an off-duty cop with his firearm, because it was a gun-free event, and it was they dropped him within a minute, but he used an SKS.
Was he after anyone specifically, or was he just?
I don't think so. I don't know what his background was or what his. I mean, he killed somebody. I think that was African American and Hispanic and white, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember all 3 of the victims, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what makes it worse is one of them was a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what his political orientation was.
I don't know. I don't know if they've mentioned anything about his. I'm surprised we don't know any details yet. Of course, I think it just happened yesterday, didn't it?
Yeah. And I heard people have cell phone video of him doing it and them going, "Why are you doing it?" And I'm mad. So who in their right mind pulls their phone out when somebody's shooting people? Oh, okay.
Obviously, people in California that are
Yeah, obviously.
not very smart.
Well,
Yeah.
remember, they're in California. They can't pull a gun out to protect themselves. They can only pull out their cell phones.
Right.
Well, yeah, they had labeled his firearm as an AK SKS. Is that what they said? AK-47 SKS.
And AK-47
Now-
Oh my
SKS.
god! Why are people so stupid?
And
So here-
the reason is because it was a Bubba SKS and it had the detachable magazines.
So it could have been a
That's it.
sporter.
It wasn't a Sporter. It was Bubba.
Okay, so they put like a
Ew.
ATI
Put a
stock
cap
on
on
it, something to
stock
make
on
it. Okay,
Bubba?
okay.
Did you say Bubba?
I
Yeah,
said
when you
Bubba.
bub out your SKS.
Uh,
yeah.
that's
we're in
funny.
this. We're in the
Bubba.
south. We're in the south, and I said Bubba.
You know the SKS that came out, I don't know, like in the 90s, late 90s. They're actually kind of collectible, but they are an SKS with a kind of squared thumb hole stock that take AK mags.
Yeah, that's what we were talking
Yeah,
about.
the
The sporter
SKS
model.
SD.
So is that what he used? Because really,
Probably.
dude, yeah, and that thing's kind of collectible. Why'd you do that?
I've
Dang
got
it.
one, dude. They sell for about $900.
No,
on Gunbroker
no,
now.
it was a Bubba rifle.
Bubba.
Now,
Okay.
now there are companies out there that do make like 30-round detachable magazines for the SKS that are their own proprietary thing. I did look and do some research on those when I had an SKS because I was genuinely curious about them. But they do act as a detachable magazine.
So
Now I was going to see if they'd mention any more details about that guy. Let's see.
yeah, well, we're not gonna mention his name, but
No, just see what
I
his
saw.
motives were. If he had some sort of like
I
connection.
don't remember where it was, but I saw a picture for that SKS, and it's basically it had the polymer stock, not it wasn't a Tapco, but it was a polymer stock. It had a detachable, I think it was a 30-round detachable, duckbill magazine, and yeah, it didn't have a bayonet or the bayonet lug.
Now, are you talking the magazine that you could buy for an SKS that had the long rod and you could just shove it up in the hole of the thing and clamp it into
I mean the duckbill where you can use that instead of using the mount. The
Yeah,
mount.
ProMag makes them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
ProMag doesn't only make them. There's also you can also get what is it? Asian military surplus steel mags too.
And if I remember those, you could actually just take the original mag out of the SKS and it would lock into the stock and everything else.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
Those
Mhm.
those are the ones. That's why they call them the duckbill mags because they
Right.
got the weird end of
I never
what-
owned an SKS. I just remember seeing it and going, okay. Well, yeah, if I owned one, it'd be different, right?
Let me screen share the image because the image of the magazine I'm talking about because that way it makes it easier. Everybody, just so we're on the same page. I'm going to go to Gun Mag Warehouse because it was a magazine like this. That's because of how it's shaped. It's called the Duckbill Mag. Okay.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
actually.
You just take out the fixed magazine and you just remove that and you load this in. It locks into place. You're good to go. Have a field day. And you can still load it using stripper clips too.
Standard SKS swap. Yep.
Yeah. So
That's actually the mag I was thinking of when you said that. So
it used mags like this, and it had, and then there was one where it had a plum version of this.
ProMag makes a 40-rounder version.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's the magazine. I've got a couple of those. I don't use them in my SKS, but I've got them for the hell of it in case I need to.
Because they jam a lot.
They don't jam a lot. My SKS jams a lot. That's the difference. So, yes, Travis.
No. I'm just clearing out my throat, man. It's all good. No, not at all. I'm good.
Yeah, you have something to share?
No, actually, no, I don't.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm good, man.
have I talked to you guys since Friday? I don't think so. I bought my first High Point.
Did you get a heat cannon?
Is it a yeet cannon?
No, bought it off.
I'm so disappointed in you.
Well, I honestly, I want to get a high tower stock for it and put yeet cannon. It's a 45 ACP carbine, and I shot a bunch of the carbines in the past, and they all worked. You know what I mean? But in my eyes, I had no use for a high point other than if I couldn't afford anything else, it's better than a sharp stick. But the carbines were fun, and they worked good. And my buddy calls me, says, "Hey, man, I got this high point carbine, 45 ACP, 250." I went, "Yeah, I'll take it." So, and I've yet to get out and shoot it. Yeah, it was last Friday. I didn't get out on the weekend, but I just want to go out and shoot the darn thing, you know. But if you look, the company name Hightower makes a bullpup stock, and it just makes it look almost Steyr-Augish. You know what I mean?
But doesn't that void your warranty?
No, because all you do is take it out of the stock and put it in that stock.
Yeah, you don't actually modify any. Nope. Well, let's see. Let me think here.
But I would think that it would void the warranty because doesn't High Point like void their warranty if you use a high capacity magazine?
No,
the Pro Mag mags, because those damage the feed ramps, but that's different. This uses your original magazines.
All I can say
might
is
move the bolt into a different spot on the gun, but I think that and your magazine loads in the back and it gives you a different grip. So I don't know. You would have to look at you better hurry up and order one, Armor. There's no it's like a 4 to 6 week back order on those things.
Yeah, and the dang thing costs $225. It's almost twice as much, or almost as much as I paid for the gun. I'm like,
hey, but can you get a bullpup for $475?
No.
Can you get a bullpup pistol caliber carbine for $475? No.
So
do it.
And the next thing I want to do is, okay, I'll have to get the barrel threaded and put a can on it, because why not, right?
Yeah.
It's an addictive thing, isn't it?
And then don't forget, I told you guys, if you look around on Gunbroker, they got the 10 millimeters. There's a couple places that are selling them for around $229 for the 10
That's
millimeter.
That's a proper yeet cannon.
Yeah, the high point carbines for $229. What I want to get that 45. They sell what's called the and Armament. You said you got 3 magazines with it. Is that right?
I got 2.
Okay, they sell a combo pack. If you look it up online, it's on the website. You get the 2 magazine carrier and 3 mags total for like an extra $50 maybe or something like that, which is not bad because the magazines are around $25 a piece anyway.
Is that for the 45 or the 10?
They offer it. I don't think they offer that in a 10. I know they do in like a 40. I think they offer it in the 9, 40, and 45. It's kind of like a combo pack or something. I think it's on the High Point website if you look it up.
And did you just say 10 millimeters for $229?
Yeah, I showed you the link for that on Gunbroker last week when we were talking.
Oh yeah,
and then there's $20 for shipping, I think, and then you have an FFL, but you're still going to get in under $300.
It's true.
I know my buddy Richard Hughes. He bought the 10 millimeter carbine when it first came out and almost paid $400 for it.
Yeah, they were $350, $375 or something. Like that. Yeah.
So, like I said, I bought this thing because I shot them in the past. I'm like, they work, and why not? It's a High Point. I give them praise for they're big, they're clunky, they're ugly, they're heavy, but they work. The carbines work great. Shot many, never owned one. So I was like, yeah, I'll take this. I want to get out and shoot it, see how it does. We're going to make videos, put it through its paces. I think I want a 10 millimeter now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, don't say 10 millimeter. Jumpy's out there.
I think that wasn't it. Yeah, didn't we talk about the ammo before? Winchester's doing white box 10 millimeter now.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are doing white box. Yeah. So we got Ozzy out there. What's going on, Ozzy?
You know, coming from a reloader standpoint, even 10 millimeter at that point, it's still expensive. You got to acquire brass. And 10 millimeter brass is not cheap. 945, all that. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Got to petition Tula to make some 10 millimeter now. Then we're all set.
Yeah, there you go.
Some steel case, just throw away 10 millimeter ammo, basically.
Please do not say 10 millimeter and steel case in my presence.
10 millimeter steel case.
That'd be perfect for the High Point, though.
Is that blasphemy to you or what?
That is very blasphemy. Steel case is meant for Soviet calibers only.
Oh,
I can agree more.
Steel case.
I mean, it doesn't always run well through guns that were never really intended to run it, I guess I should say. But
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, so now we got a good segue. Warsaw Patriot is here. Hey, Warsaw, are you next to the sign?
I'm getting there, man. I'm almost done.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could give us a little sneak peek.
I'm currently not in my shop right now.
Okay, you're not in your shop. All right. Maybe later. Check his channel. Check Warsaw Patriot's channel out for what we're talking about.
Here's something I want to tell you guys. Did you guys hear about that Walmart shooting that happened in Mississippi?
Yeah,
that was a disgruntled employee that did it. Apparently, came back and hit his boss and another employee or something like that. Is that what happened?
Yep, 2 dead, 2 wounded.
Yep.
Dang.
And sad thing about that, I mean, that must have been a quick hit because Walmart's not a gun-free zone.
No.
Yeah, I was just gonna say our Walmart is not gun free there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people actually carry in your average Walmart. Depends on your neighborhood and your city and stuff. And
this is my thought, Travis.
Yo,
how many employees are allowed to carry, and would they still be alive if they could?
For something like this where somebody just walks up and smokes somebody else, I don't know if that would matter at that point. I mean,
they smoke 3 people.
If somebody just pulls out a gun and walks up and shoots the boss, but it doesn't mean somebody couldn't stop the bad guy though from killing more people.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody that's seen it happen, and really, but they're not allowed to carry.
I don't believe so. I'd have to ask my mom. She's a Walmart employee. I have to ask her what the rules are. I think your guns have to be kept out in your vehicle. Now, I mean, it doesn't mean somebody couldn't illegally purse carry, against store policy or whatever, not illegally, but you see what I'm saying? That means somebody doesn't have something that they're on them that the person doesn't know about, but I don't think the policy allows you to carry.
I just have the simple philosophy of carry everywhere, and so signs don't mean much. I didn't say that out loud, and it just went live, but I'm sorry. A lot of all these shootings and things, not this Walmart one, but a lot of these shootings, like the Garlic Fest in California. Oh, gun-free zone. Well, somebody managed to figure out how to get around that, and it still happened. And you know what? Security, yes, took him down or whatever, but instead of people taking their cell phones out, maybe they should have just pulled their pistol out and dropped the guy. You know what I mean? It's like, where's the common sense in all this? It's out the window. No common sense is not common anymore.
Yeah. Well, look at it this way. You remember the shot heard around the world, where the American Revolution battles, Lexington, and what was it? It's also the Battle of what was it? Concord.
I was Lexington, just saying
Lexington and Concord.
Yes.
And the siege of Boston. Okay, that's where they happened. Okay, Massachusetts, where part of that happened, apparently the Attorney General has added insult to injury by saying, the assault weapons ban was wrongly interpreted for nearly 20 years, and almost every semi-automatic rifle and shotgun is in fact banned for sale in Massachusetts because of it. And I'm just saying that, for a place where the revolution happened and the shot heard around the world happened, what the hell? I thought we were living in the United States of America, not the Soviet Socialist Republic of Russia.
You make a very good point. That's where freedom and liberty was established, and now it's become the socialist. Yeah. Interesting.
I mean, and I saw that the other day, and it's just really it grinded my gear. I did not like that one, so I had to mention it.
Hello, Gary. Hi, Gary.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Doing all right.
Give him the bird.
The bird. The bird.
Most certainly give them the bird. Lots of birds.
Uh-oh.
There's your sign, Night Strike.
Where is it? There it is.
There's your sign.
There it is. Check that out. He made it for me. That's a nice sign.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Check that out.
Obligatory AK rack.
Yeah, you're gonna need it because New Jersey Gun Group to State. See you at your mag ban at SCOTUS. So, days after a federal judge upheld New Jersey's ban on possessing large capacity magazines, the head of the Association of Rifle and Pistol Clubs of New Jersey is vowing to take the fight to the highest court in the land. New Jersey is taking a premature victory lap after winning in the lowest federal court. But this only moves the case along faster to its ultimate intended destination, the U.S. Supreme Court, if they hear it.
Please hear it.
When the High
pistol-
Court rules in the future, then we'll see who is taking the victory lap.
Yeah, the rifle and pistol clubs of New Jersey they're working their butts off here. You know,
I'm not done. I'm not done with the article, but let's delve further because this is some good stuff. People are actually starting to fight back instead of taking it, like they do in New York. Earlier this month, New Jersey Advanced Media reports U.S. District Judge Peter G. Sheridan ruled the magazine ban constitutional after a motion by the state requesting a judgment, affirming a federal appellate court ruling and claiming its decision resolves all legal issues in the case. No, it doesn't. There's this thing called the Second Amendment. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Maybe they've heard of it. It doesn't say anything that you can go ahead and tell people how many rounds. It says shall not be infringed. Means don't fuck with it.
Hey, Travis, I just checked that link out. That's like less than $14 a box.
$13.60. Yep.
Yeah,
it's
that's
45 ACP price right there, bro.
And a move that has largely been planned as unenforceable. The ban forced owners of magazines with a capacity above 10 rounds turn them in to the state by December 10th or else. AWAC, if you have any mags, send them my way. I'll use them and give them back when you're done.
Okay.
I'll help you out, buddy. Or you can just come down here and we could start Night Wagon Gunworks with Southport too.
Or I can just not be a wimp.
How do you not be a wimp? You're stuck in New Jersey.
You're right.
All right. Anyways, that's it. Just a paper ordering them to do so. Any civilian caught in possession of a magazine capable of holding 10 rounds or more may be arrested and prosecuted. Possession of such magazines after the deadline will be considered a crime of the 4th degree under state law and carry up to 18 months in prison and up to $10,000 in fines or both. Is it just me, or are you seeing how ridiculously stupid this is?
It's getting pretty.
They'll go after guys who only have a 30-round magazine, but when it's a guy stabbing somebody on the street in the middle of the city, they don't fucking care. They don't arrest the guy. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, if they like take a stroll through like Camden, there's people that are carrying there illegally. There's people that are carrying handguns with 33-round magazines. It's not like I've seen them or anything, Right? And the cops don't do anything about it.
It's like every anti-gun law in New Jersey works, right?
Totally, really, look at Camden. It's just prime example of just gun-free zone. For those of you who don't know, Camden has the highest crime rate in the entire United States.
Even more than Chicago?
Even more than Chicago. Chicago has more shooting crimes, whereas Camden is more narcotics and drugs.
Or as Rick likes to call it, Chicago.
I mean,
Chirac.
Hey, what's wrong with the way I say Chicago?
Chicago.
See, Chicago.
Chicago, South Dakota? What? North Dakota?
Yeah. So,
Jimmy Buffett called it Chicago in one of his songs. I'd have
Oh,
to,
there you go.
yeah.
I'd have to go
It's
look it up. I
pronounced
couldn't remember that.
Chicago.
Yeah, that fits. That fits. Obnoxious.
That fits too. Why don't we merge the two? Shit cargo.
Nope, it's just Chicago.
Okay, all right.
Hey, Nice Strike, I got a positive story I could share real quick.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Let me screen share this with you guys, and
I'm getting tired of this one. I don't want to finish this one.
No, what? Who? What? Are you done with your story or not?
We're done with New Jersey. I'm
right,
sorry
here,
you live there, but New Jersey sucks.
This is happy.
So good.
This is happy. So we have a Michigan man. Michigan. He used his pistol to defend against a 6-foot alligator.
Dang.
Now wait, let's go back and put those at Michigan alligator.
Whoa.
There's no alligators in Michigan. No, what happened was this alligator got loose from an exotic animal farm, and the guy was just out collecting minnows to go fishing, and turned around, and the gator started charging at him. So he pulled out his firearm, which he legally possessed, and shot the alligator. So yeah, there you go. I mean, that's even more reason to open carry right there. So you're
Michigan
ready to go in.
man.
Yeah, Michigan man.
Florida man.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got one up against Florida, man. That's for sure.
Tuscola County, Michigan. So there you go.
Never been there.
Yeah. So that's a positive story of an appropriate use of a firearm to defend somebody's life. So there you go. Never know, man. There could be alligators in Michigan coming up at you. They said the alligator wouldn't survive the winter, but it's a couple months yet before it starts to get cold in Michigan. So yeah, just had to get that one out there.
Okay, you know what? He's complaining in the side chat. So, obnoxious one. Hi, how are you? Thanks for jumping in.
I've only been here for like 20 minutes.
Well,
we were talking for 20 minutes.
We were in the middle of a conversation, so I'm giving you your spotlight now.
Gary hops in. Everybody just drops everything, and
he's the bird man.
Well, we like Gary. We like Gary. We don't like you.
Oof. F.
Oof. Well. Thank you for jumping in, obnoxious one.
You can jump out at any point.
Good Lord!
Wow,
Dabs.
Man!
Wow! What did you say to Stacey?
So much for those Southern people being all hospitable and everything. I'll tell you what, these Oklahomans are just stop by your gas and keep driving. That's how they are.
I wouldn't call Oklahoma part of the South. I'll tell you that.
And you better not be referring to me as Southern, because I'm from outside Chicago.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Technically, you are. You're Southern now because you're a transplant.
Yeah, I'm Southern. South Jersey.
God. Oh, I'm sure somewhere in New Jersey there's probably a Western bar.
You're about as Southern as John Z.
People show up with their boots and their hats, and they do the boot scoot and boogie, and
Yeah, right.
Oh, the boot scoot boogie. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Right.
At least you're not in Hoboken.
Yeah, there you go.
True.
There you go. All right, so Travis, what we got left? We gotta have something else.
You and I had some awesome software we were testing out that I think we need to tell the world about.
All right. Well, why don't you take the lead on this?
Well, let's see. Night Strike here invited me to check out this incredible software that he's been working on that basically lets us live stream, and it's pretty cool because it's just like Hangouts. It's not StreamYard. It's not. It doesn't really require a fee to use it, although it's going to take some money to get it up and running because it does require servers to power, and servers are not cheap. So, yeah, what I will say is it's very cool. It can allow up to 15 people, and Night Strike is trying to get this up and running. And I want to use it. I want to use it to do Caliber Corner because it's very simple to use. It offers you just as much flexibility as Hangouts, in my opinion. And it doesn't have to run through Google necessarily, or
isn't Hangouts going away in like 2 days?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's options. We know we got StreamYard, we know we got OBS, but there's going to be a lot of people that won't be podcasting because they don't want to pay a monthly fee, and they don't want to, or can't, or don't have the capability of running OBS on their machines, or don't have computers. A lot of people just do their live streams from their phones. So we need alternatives, and this is something I want everybody to think about. Okay.
And while there is phone software to interface with this, it's just I'm gonna need that second goal in order to get the the Android and iOS apps working.
I heard that if you pay $150, you can do whatever you want on Hangouts.
That's bull.
I'm just gonna say it sucks because Hangouts was so easy. It's so easy
Right.
to just now
this
it's like
this GunTube Live is actually very simple. It's just, in my opinion, it's just as easy as Hangouts.
Here, why don't we screen share it real quick?
You want to show it off real quick?
There it
and
is.
we can
Let's
do
see
this
it.
over YouTube and everything, right?
There it is. So
Yes, if you pay
basically,
$150, you can do it over on YouTube. You
basically,
can do whatever you want.
you click the three
I
dots.
do what I want anyway. I don't care.
You start a live stream. It'll ask for your stream key. You put a key in there. You press go. You press start, and it'll show up as a live stream. It'll connect to your YouTube channel. You'll be able to stream through that. This also does let whoever's talking it presents them. Also has a different. You can toggle the view as well, like that way, where you see that window. If there's more than one person in here, there'll be additional windows in tile format.
Where do you get the key from?
You get the stream key from YouTube. YouTube is not getting rid of stream keys for live streaming over YouTube. YouTube is just killing Google Hangouts, so you won't be able to go live via Hangouts on Google anymore.
Yeah.
So
And just for info, I've been looking at G Suites, which has Hangout Meet on it. And if you buy the $25 a month enterprise package, you can stream with Hangout Meets to YouTube. The $6 packet, which I was looking at, looked promising, but there was a big catch to it. You've got to have your account for 30 days plus and paid at least $30.
yeah, and I guess they're just trying to profiteer off of all this. now.
Yes.
Yep.
And what I'm trying to do with my Indiegogo campaign, I'm not trying to profiteer. I'm just trying to get the funding I need to get the servers online. I'm not charging anyone to use the service. I just need help getting the funding to bring it online is all we're working on. So that's what I'm working on with my Indiegogo campaign for GunTube. I did a Q&A today. There wasn't not many people showed up for it, unfortunately. I'll put the link out there for the campaign.
You did that today when I was at work. That's
Yeah.
probably why I didn't show up, because I was at work.
Yeah, okay.
Uh,
But this is really easy.
Work
It
gets in the
works.
way of fun. Come on.
It does. So
don't.
you know what?
Well, when
After-
you work at what you love, that's great. But when you got to work at, I don't love it. I just know how to do it, and it makes me good money. That's different. If you want to work at what you love and make good money, oh man, that's awesome.
Hey, and after we're done with the chat, if some of you guys want to check this out, we'll do this in the.
You
Well,
need to
those
get
are
like
some
never enough ammo to
Yeah,
promote this on his channel.
I'm asking you guys here that are in here with me that are on the panel, if you can give me a video shout out for this campaign, please do. If you can't, just share it on social media then for me. Instagram, Facebook. If you can. If you can't, that's fine. I'm no fun.
So
I'm not
basically,
hurt.
the money's going to buy the servers that it needs to get GunTube Live, as we're just going to call it, right? Just up and running smoothly.
Yeah. Right
'Cause it
now,
takes- yeah.
what I've got running, it works. But as far as live streaming, it don't work because
You're running everything off servers that are 12 years old.
Yeah.
Literally. I mean, that's why we can't do it. I say we because I'm part of GunTube like everybody else, but
All right.
yeah. There you go, man. So if you guys want a nice, free option, and again, StreamYard's free. This just allows more people and doesn't have a watermark going on from StreamYard and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm gonna keep StreamYard as an option too, just because I need something to go live with until I'm ready to follow another platform, and I can also do OBS, but
Yeah, I'm going to use Yard Stream until I StreamYard, whatever you call it, until I find something better.
There's Zoom. That's another one you can check out.
What's it called?
It's called Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing about the GunTube Live, it does allow you to set up. You can pre-set up your event, and you get that temporary stream key, like you were talking about earlier, Night Strike, and then you use that temporary stream key to go live with your scheduled event. So it isn't much different than it was before setting up a live event. There's just one extra step, which is
there's one extra step instead of
cutting and
pressing a
pasting the
button to
stream
join
key.
and hang out on air live. You just copy your stream key over. It's extremely simple and easy to use. But again, the hardware I have is no bueno. Excuse me. Hardware es no bueno.
No es bueno.
No es bueno?
No es bueno.
No es bueno.
Okay. Hardware es no es bueno.
No. There you go.
Es no bueno. Yeah.
Hardware is no
no
good.
funcionan. Here we go.
Or hardware no is good.
I'm going to say this from the old guy standpoint, and I'm not that old, but
English,
look,
please.
Yeah, whatever. The thing is it, like I said, Hangouts was so easy. We just did this. It worked. Now it's like, oh, you got to do this and different software, and yeah, we can still. But why they got to complicate crap? I mean, it was so easy. Hangouts is just easy. You go click, and you're done. Now it's like, oh, you got to get this software. And come on. I don't want to do all that. I'm tired.
So it's because everything is going to a tools format, and each company or each software is going to get really strong at doing one or two things, and then have plugins with everything else to work well together.
Right.
So I'm just going to make this simple thing. You hit the nail on the head right there, Foos. It's all about money. People are designing these softwares. This one's going away. This person's going to make money on their software, even though it might be free, but advertising and
So
we got one of Armand Axe's Hank Strange trolls out there asking me who's making your T-shirts. I'm having them made locally. I'm not going through anybody online, and I'm certainly not using Teespring.
Yeah, I'm not either. We actually haven't got any T-shirts, but man, we got like 10 companies around here we could probably do it through. With all that and Hank Strange, and I know some things about Forge from Freedom, and this might be his 6th or 8th company he's kind of ran into the ground, but that's all I'm going to say. So move on from that.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you right now, what Hank did the other night, I swear to God, I hope I never have to meet him, ever.
What Hank do now?
Well, watch his video and you'll see.
Which
I'm
one?
not gonna say it on. I'm not gonna say it on air, but outing people is
he outed someone.
He outed someone, and that's despicable.
All right,
he was using SJW tactics, and that's no bueno.
Was it Mr. Henson that he was outing? Because I saw that back and forth. I didn't know if there's something after that.
No.
Did he out the Yankee Marshal? Because
send me a text.
We're not going to talk about it on air.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about it on air, but I am very angry about it. And I hope Hank Strange takes a long walk off a short pier.
I'm going to tell you this. There's a lot more information people aren't seeing, but I'm not going to get into that. I look at it this way. Eventually the truth will come out and people might see that he's probably not that wrong. And
no.
Let me put it this way, and let me make it perfectly clear. None of them are in the right. None of the 4 involved in this are in the right. But what one of them did is fucking despicable, and he should be shamed for it.
He should.
I'm just letting it. I'm like, okay.
Wait, so when did this video come out?
If you want to have Hank Strange children, that's great, but go somewhere else and do it.
So
I
when did
don't
this come
want to
out?
have any more children. I had enough.
Oh, here goes the drama, guys.
No,
Nope.
look.
Nope. We're done. We're done on this topic. We're moving on.
Yes.
Yes,
Moving
let's
on.
be done.
I'm slamming my foot down. We're moving on.
Just don't slam it on the throttle.
I will slam it on whatever throttle or whatever thing I want, and we're going to move on. It depends on if we go 0 to 50 or 0 to 100. I don't fucking care. We're going to move. We're moving. So
You said depends. I might have to wear them in 10 or 15 years.
I think we all are.
More like 2 or 3.
I've considered them for like extended gaming sessions. So yeah.
Wait,
You know, you get to a certain age, you don't want to trust a fart, right?
Sometimes you just got to rip it and see what happens and see where life takes you. You know.
Yeah, and then
wait,
that was a mistake.
Just whip it.
Just got to
When
rip
did
it,
Devo
grip
get
it, and rip it, baby. Grip it,
Rip
rip it,
it,
see where
let
life
it
takes
rip.
you. You know?
Oh,
Yeah, that's
rip it.
exciting about life, man.
That was a mistake.
I put my deposit down on my 380 Easy Performance Center Gold today. Anybody's interested?
When are you supposed to be able to pick it up?
Repeat the gun. What was it? What was the gun?
It's in the store right now.
What's the gun you're talking about? I missed.
Smith and Wesson EZ 380 Performance Center with the gold barrel and trigger and stuff. A pimp gun.
Pimp gun. Yeah, it's all blinged out, huh?
Yeah, if anybody watches my show, the reason I'm getting it is because of the arthritis in my hands. I need something that's going to be easy to rack and not so painful to shoot.
And the show he's referencing is Rick's Life as I See It, which is on Wednesday nights, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern, on the Rick's Life as I See It channel. Come check it out. Send Rick emails at rickslifeasIseeit.com if you have any questions, comments, or topics you'd like to cover.
Yes, and if any complaints, left the center at gmail.com.
All right. So, Warsaw, what did you want to say?
Here's the thing, guys. You know, we keep talking about this gun community, this gun community, that. We keep telling people this is not about being what we're for. It's about the Second Amendment. It's not about guns. It's more than that. And like I said, you know, because when we think about the gun community, we're talking about products. We're talking about things we want to buy and stuff. And, you know, we're talking about fame and about people. We're talking about, you know, this person about to talk about this person. That's a gun community. Now, if you want to be more than that, you are the 2A community that cares about their Second Amendment. And you're also a family to each other.
Warsaw, this is one thing I love about you, you young brother. You are young. You're in your 20s. You're smart on this. You really are. It's not there is so much crap going on, this back and forth. We need to go stop all this stupid soap opera stuff, because it's more about the 2A than anything else. Period.
You know, can we all agree? See,
yeah. There you go.
Okay. All right. We done?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
All right. So what we're doing? Armament Nexus plugs. Go.
Turn my mic back on. Oh, nothing. Find us on YouTube, Facebook. We try and get around, you know. That's about it. Thanks for the invite.
All right. Good. Gary, still awake?
Yes, I'm still awake. I'm not sure why you would think otherwise.
Well, you fell asleep during the chat we did last week.
Was it exciting like this one?
I don't know whether it was exciting or not, but you fell asleep. So
This one's keeping me wide awake. I tell you what, man. It just don't get much more exciting than this.
I mean, you do have a reputation for falling asleep.
Yeah, you built yourself a reputation. You know, you ruffled everyone's feathers. So.
Gary, just tell him, hey, we're older than you. Shut up.
That's right, you friggin' little whippersnapper. You. Anyway, if you got any smarts at all, you'll you'll check out gizzardgary.com and watch Foul Territory on Friday nights, 9 Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. And if you get up early on Sunday morning, you can get the early bird chat, and that's at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. And all your cool kids will tell you, give them the bird. Thanks for the invite.
Give them the bird.
Yeah!
Right. Right. Kingpin.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Check out the Indiegogo campaign for the live streaming through GunTube.org. You can complain about everybody else's stuff, or you can be a part of something. You know, this is a golden opportunity for us to have something of our own and run by our friend, that guy right there, Night Strike. You know, everybody's friend, that guy everybody loves. We can be a part of doing something, or we can complain about what some other massive corporation does.
It's a good point, man.
It's true. All right, thank you. Obnoxious one, buddy.
What? What do you want?
What's your outro?
Check out my stuff and my things, and you should definitely go over to my channel and check out the GunTube plug I did today, so we don't have to bitch at some huge corporation. You can bitch at one single person if you go over there to GunTube.
And usually I'm pretty good about responding too.
Yeah. Well, it's usually, I don't know what I can do about it, but that's what it is. But you do respond. So
I respond, which is like 50% more than most corporations do.
And he responds with what are you complaining to me for?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And I also like to mention to everybody that if you like GunTube, you're probably going to like Gun Channels, and you can go over to Gun Channels, which is a community focused on firearms, built for shooters, by shooters, for conversations kind of like this one without the outing of other people. I'm done.
Right.
Go to the next person. That was
All
it.
right.
That was my ending.
Thank you.
Move along.
Very dramatic.
We're moving on. We're moving on now. Rick,
Nice.
you stayed with us the whole time.
Yeah, I'm wide awake here. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me. Check me out, Rick's Life as I See It, on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern for Rick's Life as I See It, Shooting with Disabilities. Then I have a show at 3 p.m. on Saturdays, just normal guns, politics, or anything else that I fancy. At the moment, between Memorial Day and Labor Day, I'm doing it every other week.
All right.
My show on Saturdays. After Labor Day, it will be back to weekly. And also, one last thought. Gizzard Gary might fall asleep on us, but ever since he ate your pizza, I've liked the guy.
Oh!
Burn.
Low blow.
Boy, thank you so much,
man.
Appreciate it.
Way to hit him below the belt there, man.
Wow. All right. Yeah. All right.
Boucher. Yeah.
Roll call. How'd you get in here?
I just wandered in through the door.
You wandered in through the door. Wow. Well, we're saying our outros. So, do you want to possibly plug this great show that happens on Wednesday evenings?
Wednesday nights, rants and raves, when I get internet, because they won't service my property.
What?
Yeah, it's a big fiasco we're going through right now. And
Join the club, brother.
I'm like, you can't be doing this to me. I got things I gotta do.
I'm having internet troubles down here.
You know what? I would pay to see you do rants and raves from like McDonald's. That would be freaking hilarious. You're just sitting there eating Big Macs, just ripping away on everything, and people are just walking by looking at you. That'd be freaking awesome, man.
I'd just do it at work. Just sit in there and just start screaming.
No, we don't want to get you fired from work.
Nope. I think you should take your 12-pack and you should head down to McDonald's and do it from there.
Just pour it in a big cup, you know?
Oh, screw that. Just cart it in with you.
Oh, it's great. It's great. All right.
Yeah,
All
so rants and raves will have to be on Night Strike's channel this Wednesday at 9:30, 10-ish, because I have no internet. For now.
All right. But you'll be able to jump in, though, right?
Oh, yeah, I'll be able to get in there, yeah.
All right,
as long as the door is open.
All right, so I'll leave the door open, and then if we get any undesirables, then I'll have to have you show them the door. Okay?
I can do that.
All right, good. All right, Stacy, you got any plugs?
Not much. Watch Gun Gals Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Other than that, not much.
All right. Well, thank you for jumping in and hanging out with us, Stacy.
Well, thanks for the invite.
No problem.
How did your chat go the other night?
It went pretty well.
Good.
So for my first show, but I had a pretty good panel. I had a really good panel, even though Obnoxious did join for a little while, but I still had a good panel.
All right. Travis.
Yeah, hey guys, make sure you check out the channel, Travis P11 over on YouTube, and I'm also over on gunchannels.com. And hopefully I can get Caliber Corner up and running in about 2 weeks. Once school starts back up again, my Thursday nights will be free. And we're going to try to have some guests from other gun channels and, obviously bring everybody else in on the panel. And it might be a StreamYard thing initially. We might be limited to, 4 or 5 people, but hopefully we get the GunTube Live up and running. And yeah, I can't wait to try that out and get that sucker going. So I'm going to make a promo video for it just because I had a chance to experience it before we started Hit or Miss, and it was very cool, very easy to use. I mean, I liked it. And yeah.
And once we're done, we're going to go test it out. And if anybody wants to jump in and, try it with us, then just send me an email, nightstrike1@gmail.com, and I'll send you a link. All right. Warsaw, you're still here. Give us a plug.
All right, I'm Warsaw Patriot. You can find me on my YouTube channel. And yeah, I'm just working on some more wood carvings and engravings on the 2A, wherever. So yeah, just check out my channel, check out any updates that are going on. And yeah, that's me.
All right. Awesome. All right, guys. Again, check out GunTube.org.
I got a question just before you close her down.
Okay.
It's for Travis. Is Caliber Corner ever going back to Saturday mornings?
No, because I don't know if you guys remember, I told you about this. My wife is in a different town. And so Friday nights when I'm done with school, I'll be coming here. Okay. So, or she'll be coming there. And so I'll be spending the weekends with her. I mean, I don't know a way I can really do it unless I got up super early and did it, And so at this point, I'm going to say no, because I'm going to be traveling on the road and stuff Friday nights. It's going to be a late night for me. I'm thinking about maybe taking a page from the closer and doing it like late during the week at some point. That's not going to be interfering with like the Daily Gun Show or anybody else's show. So I might just do like a super late show during the week. I mean, I might like to try that instead because I'm very free after 10 o'clock. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Good idea? Bad idea? Instead of doing the Thursday at 5 o'clock thing,
When is movie night starting back up? We used to do movie night on using the GunTube Hangout alternative before. We're probably going to have to talk to G about that. And I don't know. I don't think we'll live stream it though because of copyright reasons and whatnot. But I'll talk to G, see what he wants to do, and maybe we'll just do something off air, and we'll make an event out of it. If anybody wants to jump in and hang out, watch a movie, comment on it, Mystery Science Theater 3000 style, then we can. So, but I'll talk to G on that and see what he wants to do with that because he liked doing that. So with that, thank you everybody for showing up. We're gonna go check out the Hangouts alternative after this. So email me if you guys want to jump in and check it out. But we're gonna close this one down. So go to GunTube.org, go to GunChannels.com, go to check out the Indiegogo, which is let me type the link out there on the side chat. There we go. Check that out. And with that, we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, remember, this is the last Hangout Hit or Miss, so we'll have to figure something out for next week. So that being said, thank you all for listening. We'll see you next week. This was Hit or Miss.
Give him the bird.
Somebody
Happy
invade my hangouts.
Adios,
Good night,
Felicia.
Lisa.
Adios,
That's a
Felicia.
tap.
Te amo, Felicia. Te amo.
Shut up, be infringed!
Keep
Mi
it
amor.
black.
Peace to all. Stay 2A strong.
Ay,
San
Dios
Diego.
mío.
Go get your
Dios mío.
Is this